Good morning, everybody. It's December the 6th, the day after a board meeting, which is always an exciting time. Got a lot of really good things going on in the district, and I wanted to talk about a few things. We're kind of addressed both internal things and external things. So folks out in the community, if you want to kind of pay attention to some of these things so you understand what we're doing and how we're doing it, I think this would be a great venue for you to do that. So one of the exciting things, I had the opportunity this week to go out to Mount Garfield where the D51 Foundation surprised us with a check. The initial check is for $25,000, but the overall giving for Chromebooks for our district is a little bit over $43,000. So just the philanthropy in our district and the overall support for the work we're trying to do is tremendous. Really appreciate that from everybody. And the amount and type of donors we got is a very varied audience, and really appreciate all the hard work that the D51 Foundation is doing for our kids. Also just wanted to talk really to staff about the concept of distributed leadership, and really the fact that we have a really good opportunity here to move our mission and our vision forward with D51 learning model, but really underpinning all that is the fact that we are all leaders. We have the capacity every day to lead and help determine our own destiny, and I really believe strongly in that. So I encourage everybody in our system to really take the time to see how we can make our system better, to work every day to really improve what we do, to meet the needs of kids, and really make our community proud of the work we're doing. I really feel strongly that that's going to help us move forward. Had some conversation last night and have been having conversations a lot about our bonded bill that we passed. And again, thank you for all the support, both internally and externally for that. It means a great deal to us, and it will really provide some resources for us to move forward. Obviously, the bond is a big deal because we're going to replace Orchard Mesa Middle School. I'd like to tell you and inform the community that through a really robust RFP process and a selection committee, sat down and picked Blythe Design, a local group, to be the architect on the new Orchard Mesa Middle School. So we're really excited about that. That's going to allow them and us to sit down and look at designs from around the state and the country that really will be a high impact and a really new model, and we'll really support our D51 learning model out at Orchard Mesa. So we're excited about that. The other really key thing with both the bond and the mill is we're going to have oversight committees. Really looking at the dollars we're spending and how we're spending those, so we stay directly in line with what the taxpayers did vote in. We will also have a page on our website that is dedicated to really tracking those dollars and providing you information on a real-time basis about where the dollars are going, so you can see that. We also are hoping to include pictures as we start actually making changes at schools and around the district that really could demonstrate to you what we're doing, so you get a handle on that. So we're excited about that. We're really looking forward to providing you the information about what we're doing, because that was a commitment we made, the board made, and I feel strongly that we need to continue to do that. One of the other things that happens at least once a year for us is the audit we have, and every district's required by law to have an external auditor come through and look at your financials and make sure you're doing things properly and you're meeting the needs and requirements of both federal and state mandates. And again, for the umpteenth year, I don't know even how long it's been going on, a perfectly clean audit. Our auditor talked about the great work that our accounting and our financial people do, and really proud of the work they do. With the very limited resources we have, they do a really good job of managing that and making sure we stay within the guidelines and requirements. So really proud of that work, and thankful to the auditor for coming and talking to our board. I want to talk a little bit about rumor control, and this has as much to do with the bond as anything. We have been getting questions about, are we going to build a brand new administration building with these dollars? That is not on the list to use these dollars for. We are going to stick with that list and do exactly what we were told and ask the voters to support. So if you get on our website, you will see a very lengthy, I think 5, 6, 10 pages of all those things that every school is going to get. And I would encourage you, if you have questions about that, to look at that, give us a call, find out, if you need more detail, we can certainly offer that. But every school and every building will get impacted, and there will be some work at administration buildings, parking lots, some roofs that needs fixed, things like that. But there is no plan to move forward with building any kind of administration building with those dollars. We will hopefully be writing a BEST grant to be able to access some state dollars that we need matching monies for, with the idea that by getting those dollars, we can reduce some of our costs with our bond for Orchard Mesa Middle School, therefore utilizing those dollars to work on more deferred maintenance. So we're talking about more roofs, parking lots, maybe it's a technology, but we will be coming back with our community group and our oversight group to spell out how we will spend those dollars if in fact we're lucky enough to get those grants, because there's not a lot of places that get those grants. But we want to utilize our dollars to leverage every available dollar we can and not cost you, the taxpayers, any more dollars. So be working on that. Right now is a pretty joyous time of the year for folks, and we have a lot of great things going on out in schools. I will tell you, the amazing thing is really how many service projects people are doing, and the excitement kids have more around giving than even getting. It's really impressive. Scenic's doing a lot of work around a giving fair where they're really talking about how to give things back to people instead of buying a lot of small trinkets for people. So I think that's exciting. Central High School has a Holiday Hero effort that they're putting out there, and they're supplying clothing and other items for homeless people, and that is yeoman's work. I mean, the fact that we're doing this work really teaches kids service, and it talks to our community about how we give back and we support, and I think that's great. And we know, I think every school is doing some sort of a food drive, which is exciting. That we're really able to take a district of 44 schools and 23,000 kids to be able to take that support and really meet the needs of our entire community. So we thank you for everything you're doing, both inside our district and externally. We thank you for the support. We know there's a lot of work to move forward. We are continuing to work on building that trust with all of you, and as we move forward with our D51 learning model, I've talked about this before, there's going to be some transformational change that we're going to be making here in the near future, and I will absolutely be in front of you talking about those changes. We just want to make sure we get it all right and we have everything locked in for how we do that in the best way that supports our system. So thank you so much for everything you do, all the support you give us, and I hope to see you out there and meeting the needs of our kids. Thank you and have a wonderful day.